Good morning.
Afternoon, Dick.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just stretching. I'm glad I had a car journey here. If I didn't have that, if I didn't have that to call off, I would have started this vlog with today I'm pissed off.
I don't think you would have started the vlog.
I wouldn't. I would just thrown the camera in the bin. It's one of those days. It's 2 days until our training plans come out. We just launched them on Instagram to let people know. Really excited about them, but just trying to get all the things ticked off so everything runs smoothly. And we found quite a few things that we need to be done. So making sure links work correctly. There was a couple of tiny little mistakes in the plan that I want changed. You just want it to be as smooth as possible.
There will be a Facebook page though, so if there's still any little questions, you can still ask us because we're going to be managing the Facebook page ourselves.
So we thought we'd come in and we'd get a workout done. Double spreading.
Double spreading.
This is my favourite stretch at the moment.
Why?
Because I have Niall Wilson aspirations to be able to hang weights off my feet and do it.
Okay.
Because he can go all the way to the floor.
Can he?
Yeah.
That's splitting off. What's going down?
5 strict press into 3 push press.
Woo!
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
What's next?
Triples on deficit handstand push-ups, strict, and then I'm going to move to kipping, and then strict without parallettes, then kipping without parallettes. So, bye-bye shoulders.
I could not get down there. My legs are tired after back squats yesterday because obviously the problem with my knee is kind of getting pretty good now, as you can tell by me hitting some cleans. I've been doing a lot of 4-second negative single leg squats like pistols on a box. Been doing a lot of them the last few weeks to build up the strength in the upper hamstring where it's kind of giving me problems. And I squatted for the first time yesterday. I mean, it wasn't amazing weights, just worked up to a heavy set of 5, which was 120. Then I did a couple of sets of 130 for singles, so not as strong as I've been in the past, but I haven't squatted for a long time, so happy to be that again. Gonna do 110. I'll definitely get under 110 to see if my legs got it in me to stand it up today. I hope so. Like I said, I'll get under it. Just didn't have it in my legs to stand it up today. Which counts
as a rep, right?
Still counts as a rep, no.
I thought I was going to burst a blood vessel on that last one.
That reminds me, guys and girls with big hands like myself, I might have found a pair of grips that I actually like. Give me a second. Okay, you guys know that I've been struggling with tearing hands and finding a set of grips that I like. Currently, until this point, my favourite have been the Waddies, which you can get from Amazon. They're at £15. They have been my favourite so far. They are just like neoprene, I think, like a kind of nylon elastic kind of mix. They've lasted me over a year. They've been my favourite so far. They come with a wrist support as well. I wanted to try something new. Gymnastically, I bought a set of pistols, but I ordered the 3-hole ones like this, but it sent me the 2 holes. With my hands being pretty damn big and wide, they would cover to there, and then I'd get blisters here. So I reordered a set. If you want a discount code, I believe if you go to Zach George's, our buddy Zach's Instagram page, I think he is an ambassador or sponsored by these guys, so there might be a discount code on his page if you want to check it out. I'm not sure, but I think he's getting one because I asked him for this and he didn't have it yet, so try him. These are the new 3-hole ones. I used these at the Cold Chicken Comp at the weekend, and they were great. Yes, I did still split, but I think everyone did, and it was a lot of gymnastics. So these at the moment, the verdict is still out, but these are on par with the Waddies at the moment, potentially going to be my new favourites. What I like about these is if you're in the middle of a WOD and you want to do barbell stuff, you can have it off your fingers, just jump to the bar and literally just hold it without even having your fingers through it. That's quite nice to do as well. So for those of you that have big hands, 3-hole pistol ones, I am currently not hating. That's the best way to say it. Ring muscle ups, something that has scared me for a while because of obviously my shoulder injury and stuff in the past, which was done snowboarding. and they just scared me a bit. So I made sure that I did them at Zach's seminar in Berlin, enjoyed them, practiced them last weekend, then they came up in our comp at the weekend, and I was doing the set of 6 unbroken. It's what we had to do. One thing I noticed, and now my anterior delts are very sore. Out of fear / security, when I was doing my transition to the rings into the dip, I would go into a really deep dip, which meant it was a long way for me to push out, so the triceps and the shoulders fatigue quicker. A lot of other people are kind of above 90 degrees with their elbow crease or even locked out, so they have a much shorter distance to push, which makes the muscle up faster and also less fatiguing. So today I'm going to have a go on the rings if everything feels good, and I'm going to see if I can build up the confidence and the technique to try and not sit super deep. That's better.
Goodbye, darling. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Cheers, mate.
Catch you in the morning when we get London.
London.
You sound like you're from London.
I haven't done a vlog from home, or a vlog for quite a while, since Berlin. What is new is obviously baby is fast approaching, and I'm beyond excited. I laid a new tile floor, so we can come through the house. Well, there was nothing there, basically the cats ripped up the carpet. My cats are as batshit crazy as ever. Luna just does whatever the hell she wants to do. But I cannot honestly express how damn excited I am to have a little one. It's really kicking in. I was in London the other day. I was at a competition and Zach came to watch with Sam, bless him. And I just sat there and I just started smiling to myself. I was like, I'm gonna be a dad in February. I cannot honestly wait. Like, for me, there's no negatives. I know that's very easy to say at this point of view, but I really firmly believe that. And I know a lot of people say, babies ruin your life, they make your life so hard and all this. And sure, there's a lot of shitty nappies and stuff like that gonna happen, and sleep's gonna be hard. And probably the hardest thing for me is that I can't just do whatever I wanna do anymore. There's someone before me. That's gonna be a big life change, but I'm just so excited just to try and make a little person as humanly awesome as you can try, to make them scared of few things apart from the things they obviously need to be wary of, make them, do you know what I mean? There's so many things that I've learned in my life, so many mistakes that I've made that I want to try and impart onto them, and it's just, I know this probably sounds like you're waffling, but I don't really, apart from to Rose, I don't really get to say this. People just say, are you excited for the baby? I'm like, honestly, so excited. I cannot wait to hear my house full of little laughing, crying people. Well, there's only one coming at the moment. I've not got any plans for any more at the moment, although Rose definitely will want more in the future because she was an only child. I was a twin. That's one of the best things ever. But obviously need to see how things go with baby number 1 first. But so freaking excited, especially seeing as Leon's having one at a very similar time, so they can be besties. Yeah, just over the moon. So we have a half marathon to run, not this weekend, next weekend. Leon's on a stag do to Ibiza first, so he's gonna be finding life hard on that run, I think. I've obviously got Battle for Middle Ground this weekend, so if you're there, come and say hello. I'm not on Zach's team, he's on a different team to me, different Battle Cancer team. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really gonna be hanging on that one because there's gonna be some, well, my team's just full of ninjas. So I've just been doing a little food shop. I'm gonna knock up some food because I need to start sorting my nutrition out a little more. Since I've moved to my house, I have not been as good as I have been in the past. I'm still better than most people because obviously it helps me stay in the shape I am, but I'm about 60 to 70% of where I normally am and what I feel is good and healthy for me, which basically means I'm not eating enough veg and I'm getting too many kebabs. Honest truth. Just gone for a bunch of greens, some pak choy, put some curry powder in with some peppers, some onions and chicken. After I've eaten that, I think we'll go into the gym because I got a new bench from Wolverton which I bought because I couldn't do any bench press for ages because I didn't have one. So we're gonna go and have a little session in the gym, I think. Okay, while we're in the garage, a couple of things I want to show you, particularly with bench press. Somewhere where a lot of guys in particular struggle to develop. Now I'm not talking about strength, I'm talking about the actual size and shape of the chest. So what we need to know is we need to know what is the job of the chest. And the job of the chest in action form is to bring the hands closer together. Closer you bring your hands together here, you will feel your chest kind of contract. In proportion to my body, I'm not the biggest guy, I don't have particularly big arms, but chest and lats is where I hold the most of my muscle. Because I'm genetically predisposed that way, but also it's somewhere that I find quite easy to control. So for example, if you can pop your chest, you can contract and relax those muscles, and you need to be able to do that and control that through a movement. So when you come to the top of the bench press, you squeeze your titties as hard as you can to really get a good strong contraction. So one thing I want you to think about when bench pressing, holding the bar tight, but as you bench press, keep your hands where they are, but think about trying to pull your hands towards each other. That is going to activate more chest, because even though the hands aren't moving, you're using the muscle fibers of the chest to kind of almost isometrically contract your hands closer together. Conversely, if you pull apart, you're going to hit slightly more triceps. So really think about squeezing those hands together as you're doing your bench press, which is why I personally think dumbbells are better than barbells for building size on your chest, because they allow you to move more freely. You can come past your chest with range. Bar would stop here. Dumbbells, you can come a little bit further if you want to and you're able to. But also, when you come up the top, your hands don't stop this far apart that they do with a barbell. With dumbbells, you can come to here, or you can even turn and come right in. That allows you to get more of a contraction. It's like doing a bicep curl, and think of doing a bicep curl and coming to there, opposed to doing a bicep curl and coming all the way up. You're going to maximally shorten that muscle, meaning you get more work through bigger range of motion. That's my tip for bench pressing and building damn titties. The other thing I wanted to talk about why I was in the gym is the training plans. It came to me like last minute there. We're gonna have a lot of questions about these, and we already have, like, are they for guys, are they for girls, can you get them in America? So, I'm gonna bullet point this. They are gonna be in a book form, like a book you can take away, you can take the gym with you. They're also gonna be in PDF, but also the workouts are in an app. So you can have the timer in the app, you can follow the workouts on there, but that means you haven't got to scroll through a PDF trying to find your exercises. You're like, okay, it's upper body, week 1 and 2, session 3, and you can pick that. There is nothing super technical in there. There's gonna be no cleans, there's gonna be no snatches, but there is gonna be a lot of strength and hypertrophy based work, followed by some fitness and some challenges. These challenges, Leon and I have already done. They're kind of almost like WODs. They're short, sharp workouts that you're going to try and beat our time. And ultimately, we haven't set weights in there because everyone is at different stages. So you're going to find a weight that allows you to complete X amount of reps that we've given. It is going to be hard, and it does get progressively harder to push you. That's one of the main things with training. We have to progressively overload the body. Things have to get tougher so our body will adapt, because if we just keep doing the same thing we've always done, we're going to get the same results that we've always gotten. Again, they are for guys and girls. There's a home plan and there's a gym plan. This is one of the harder things in there in terms of strength, okay? So there's going to be, I think in the second week, 4 sets of 10 pull-ups. Most people, that'll be challenging for me. Most people can't even do full pull-ups. That's totally fine. We're gonna have the Facebook group open. You can ask any questions you want in there, but there's always regressions and progressions. Maybe you can get 3 pull-ups and the rest you have to do negatives. Maybe you have to do them all negatives, where you jump up to the bar and then you lower yourself down slowly. Maybe you put your knees or your feet in a resistance band to do your pull-ups. Maybe you do ring rows, or maybe you row with dumbbells. There's always a regression that's suited to the person, and that's something you can just directly ask us on Facebook, on the messenger group. There will also be demos of the exercises, like a 5-10 second clip of Leon and I doing the exercise so you can see what you're doing. What we're going to add into the Facebook group is a lot of the warm-ups. So a lot of the warm-ups will have shoulder warm-ups and shoulder stability, like plate swims and stuff. I'm going to add them into the Facebook group so you guys can really see what they're about and really make sure they're active, because a lot of these exercises we do at warm-ups, they're actually also prehab. So they're exercises that strengthen areas that often get injured or are often weak, that give us bad posture. And it's something I always do with my clients. Normally at the end or the start or both of a session, they will be doing some kind of stability around the shoulders. It's such a common area to be weak or to slouch and to ultimately get impingements in the shoulder that we don't want. But there's nothing in there that you won't be able to do per se in terms of technicality. Like there's no overhead squats, there's front squats, there's back squats, there's deadlifts, there's overhead press, there's bench press. You're gonna get your big compound lifts, and then you're gonna get very sweaty with some challenges we have. Some are set on reps, some are set on time, some are set on rounds, some are set on minutes. There's all different things. So some will be, so that might be max reps in time. In CrossFit and other trainings, they might use AMRAP, or they might use different things. We didn't use those terminology because quite honestly we didn't know who had the rights to them, and we didn't want to get ourselves in a sticky situation. So we called them things like max reps in time, just to make it nice and clear for you guys. And I hope you guys are really going to get something from them and you're really going to enjoy them. And although it's set for 12 weeks, you can do it prolonged because there's so much progression in this plan. There's going to be a lot of unilateral stuff in there to make sure we fix imbalances and things like that. And ultimately it gives you something to follow, and it gives you something to challenge yourself with. There's a bunch of recipes in there, there's nutrition advice in there, there's supplement advice in there. We just try to give you as much as we could, and I think it's going to be awesome value for money. I do believe, I need to just double check that, it's £40 for the for both, for the home and the gym-based one. Then if you want, you could pick just the digital version or just the hard copy version. It's totally up to you. So it comes out in 2 days. We're just getting the last little things finalized. I just spoke to the guy who's doing all the online stuff, making sure the shop's working fine, making sure there was a few little rep mistakes in the app which I didn't like, which I just wanted to fix. So for example, there was a 4 sets of 10 pull-ups, and they'd got them confused with a different type of exercise. We'd done like a 10 to 1, and I was like, it's definitely not that, that'd be way too hard. But it is going to be challenging, and I make no excuses for that. It's meant to be. I want you guys to work hard. Do I expect you to be able to do everything? Hell no, I don't. But it is something to aim for. So don't panic on that front. But we're not expected to do everything with training wise. That's why you're able to select your weights that suit you, take note of them, and then you can use them as progression as time goes on.
Another session done, bro.
I know, man. I just feel like I wish I had something to follow so I knew what to do.
I just wish I had home plan options, recipes, something that would teach me everything I need to know.
Huh? What is that?
Hang on.
It's like someone was listening.
The phone just went off.
It's even available in app form. Well, I'm sorted, so I'll see you in a week.
Oh, shit.
No,
Mate,
you've got it on your phone.
I don't care, I like paper.
You've got it on your phone.
It's not on.